Can I get a show of hands for all the to-do list makers? How about the, I gotta remember to do that, sticky note takers? Or are you one of those that has to write a sticky note to remind them to look at their to-do list? Today I'm going to be talking about action plans or to-do lists that get results. There are 6 steps to writing a quality action plan. It's not complicated. As a matter of fact, it's quite intuitive. And the best part is it will get things done. I'm Kim Nagle, keynote speaker, business coach, and author of The Damn Plan to find freedom, love, and money in your business. For real, actionable, no excuses business advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every Tuesday when I post a new video. I grew up in a household of 7 brothers and sisters, plus mom and dad, that makes 9, plus a few cats and dogs. You can only imagine how much organization it took to keep us all in line. Some in the family were born with those organizational genes, and then there's some of us who had to learn those skills. I was taught by my sister Sherry. I swear she was making to-do lists and organizing all of us from her crib. But seriously, her method of getting things done, once I adopted it, has changed the way I do business forever. Okay, let's get right to it. Step number 1. What's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish? What needs to get done? Where are we headed? This is the very first step. If you haven't set goals yet, I encourage you to go back and watch my video, A is for Act Consistently, where you will learn how to set SMART goals and how to act consistently on those goals. So I'll put the link in the description. Step number 2, what actions must be taken. This is where you break down that bigger goal of what you're going to get done into specific doable tasks that can get done in a specific short period of time. Let me give you an example. Your big goal might be that you are going to update your whole marketing plan. You're rebranding, you're doing the whole thing, and you know you need to update your website. All right? Updating your website is not an action. It is still a goal within that larger goal. So what does it take to update your website? That is where you're going to break this down into those specific tasks which become the action plan. So some of the things you might have to do is set up a photo shoot to get new photos done, write new content, work on your logo, rebrand the whole thing with color. These are all specific tasks that require specific skills that also are going to take a period of time. So if our goal is to get that website done in the next 90 days, we know we've got all of this to do to get to that 90-day goal period. Now, step number 3, who's going to be responsible for getting these tasks done? I know as a solopreneur, as a small business, you might feel as the owner that you need to do everything. And this could be partly you're thinking, well, it costs too much to get somebody else to do it, or you have a control issue, which many entrepreneurs have. But I can tell you what, thinking that you need to do it all is the wrong answer. It's a downright lie that we've been fed that this business owner needs to do everything themselves, needs to wear all these hats. Well, the reality is you need to find people who have the time, they are willing, and they have the skills to get this done. And frankly, you might not be the best person for that job. So what I want you to do, though, is to play to your strengths and do what you can and start considering the fact that you may need to delegate this or you may need to hire it out. The big goal is to get the job done, and to get it done in a timely fashion, and to get it done well. Okay, remember when I said that you might not have the skills or the time to get these tasks done? That's where step 4 comes in. We start matching the skills required to do a good job of that task with the task itself. From that skills assessment, what is it going to take? What is the quality that it's going to take? We start looking for other people. It's a perfectly okay answer if you say, I'm not qualified. If you're the owner and you say, I'm not qualified, I need to find somebody who is. Frankly, for me and for many of the people that I coach, this might be one of the most important decisions you will ever make. It will simply elevate your business when you learn to recognize the skills that it takes to do the job at hand and recognize that it is better for you to play to your strengths than it is to take the time to start learning how to beef up your weaknesses. So play to your strengths. Step number 5, set a deadline. So for each of the individual tasks within your action plan, you are going to set a deadline. How do you set that deadline? Well, I look at what's my goal and what's the deadline on my goal. What's the timeline for my goal? Now, if the timeline to get my website updated was 90 days, my task list is going to be for 90 days. I might make it a week at a time, but I know that I need to get all of these tasks done in that period of time to achieve that larger goal. So I start with my 90 days and I work my way backwards. All right? So as I'm going, if I find out that, oh my gosh, just to get a qualified photographer and to get the pictures done for my website, I'm 2 weeks out. I've already got a 2-week timeline on getting that task done. So then we start moving forward, and you may find that in the end, 90 days was not realistic. And that's a win too. That is perfectly okay if you have to move that deadline, if you can. Some projects you can, some goals you can move that deadline, others are more time sensitive than that. But this is a way that you can not only determine whether your goal was attainable, but also then be realistic as you go. There is nothing more failure-inducing, more confidence-reducing than setting a goal that you cannot achieve. So do not say that you can get something done in 2 days that's going to take a week. Just do not. There is nothing gained and everything lost by setting yourself up for failure. Finally, this all loops back to that SMART goal. And step 6 is to plan to be successful. So after we've gone through this whole action planning time, we're going to see whether our goal was attainable. We're going to have a realistic plan to get it done. We're going to have measurables to make it work. And we're going to have a timeline that fits. The number one reason you will procrastinate and you won't take action is because you put too much on your plate. The project is too big. It looks too enormous. You just can't even imagine where to start. And so you procrastinate. You sit on the sidelines because there's just simply too much to do and it's overwhelming. Being overwhelmed is the number one reason people procrastinate. So this action planning tool gets results because it limits what's on your plate in any one given period of time. So, rule of thumb, don't make this action plan to infinity and beyond. Make it in that short, doable period of time and work on one goal at a time. It's the cure. It's the cure for fear. It's the cure for procrastination. If you know me, you know that I like a damn plan. Heck, I even wrote the book, The Damn Plan. So if you have big plans for this year and need some help executing on them, let's hop on a 30-minute coaching call. This is a really good time to see if we are a good fit and how I can help you. I'll put the link in the description so that you can schedule a time that works best for you. And hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, don't forget to watch A is for Act Consistently to learn more about SMART goal setting, and then watch How to Play to Your Strengths to remind yourself to play to your strengths and not continually fortify your weaknesses. This will also help you build the right team. Thanks for watching and have a good damn day.